I want to get you started on the project. And the first thing you got to do, if you look at the 126 page, you see the first stuff due is PMA 41 and 101. The first thing you have to do is get a virtual Windows machine. Don't run this stuff on a real Windows machine. It's malware. You're going to be running malware samples. It's fake malware. It's not as bad as real malware, but you still don't want to put it on a machine you know and love. So the first thing you have to do is prepare a safe environment to work with your malware. So if you go to the project, that's this first area. You have to do one of these things. There's a lot of ways to do it. Anything will do. The most common one is the first one. If you have an Intel-based computer, which is an older Mac before the M1 or Windows machine, then you can just download a pre-prepared image from me. And in Windows 11 or Windows 10, you just unzip it and run it. And then you'll have a Windows machine with all the tools you need already installed. So it's very convenient. So that's the easiest one. However, some people, like me, have an ARM-based computer. I've got a Mac M1, and you cannot run that machine on a Mac M1. It requires an Intel processor. So if you have an Intel-based machine and you can run VMware, then you can use this machine and everything's installed. Otherwise, you'll have to install the tools, and you can use like a Mac M1. And so then you'll have to install Windows directly on your Mac, and then you'll have to install the tools as you need them. Also, if you don't want to do it on a local machine because you don't have enough hard drive space or you cannot run VMware for some reason or VirtualBox or anything like that, you can use cloud machines. You can use Azure or Google Cloud. They'll both give you some free service, and you can have a cloud Windows machine. It does not matter what version of Windows you run. You can run Windows 10, Windows 11, or a Windows Server like 2019 or 2022, any version of Windows Server, because all the stuff we're doing in this class is using the heart of Windows that hardly ever changes. But you do need to have some kind of Windows machine that is separate from other machines you use so you can run malware on it. So get one of these going. And that's the first thing. So when you do a project, if you do this project here, you get one of these machines running, then if you go to the bottom, there will be a flag in a green box. This is how you prove that you have done your project. You go down here and find this file. Now, this is for these ones. I feel like maybe an issue with the flag here I'm seeing. Anyway, the point is, if you get one of these Windows 10 or Windows 11 machines, then it has a bunch of things pre-installed. And and if you make your own machine, install the Immunity Debugger. You'll see the links down below to install this, because that's what makes the file you need. The Immunity Debugger makes a folder here, and that folder name is your flag. So you open this window, you look at the C drive, and find the name of this thing hidden by a green mask. That's the flag. And then you turn in a screenshot showing it and enter the flag. What most people prefer to do, if they're new to my classes, they like to use Canvas. They're used to Canvas. So if you want to turn in stuff in Canvas, capture an image showing the flag, highlight the flag, and submit it in Canvas. So let me show you how you do that. You go into my homepage, samsclass.info, go to the class page, and view the course here. This is my Canvas server. And in here, if you go to modules, let me view as student, make it look like it'll look like for you. Okay, and so here you have PMA 41. So you start the assignment, and here you can upload the file, which is going to be your screenshot, and you can type the flag value in here, which will be whatever word was hidden behind that green mask. And that's what we use to prove that you've done it. That's the most common way to turn in projects. That's what most students like to do. However, if you're more experienced in security, and you've taken my classes before, you might be used to capture the flag contests, and you can do it that way if you want. At the bottom of the page, there's an automated scoreboard where you just enter the flags and it scores you right away without going through Canvas. So be aware, some people might be using that. I think somebody's already started in this class. Okay, if you choose to use a fake name here, make sure I know who you really are. Send me a message in Canvas or something. Just like with the Kahoots, if you use a fake name, we might not be able to figure out who you are to give you your points, that's all. Anyway, so that's another option. But don't do both of them. Don't put the same project in both. Use one system or the other. Most students seem to prefer Canvas, I think because they're used to it from other courses. And that's fine. You can do that if you like Canvas. In the security industry, everybody uses capture the flag contests. They're all over the place. There's another one every week, so you really get used to this other system where you're finding flags and typing them in. So As you proceed in the world of security, you'll have to get used to capture the flag contests. But anyway, you can start with the college Canvas stuff. Nobody uses Canvas in the industry. They use CTF stuff. So it's not a bad thing to get used to. But anyway, that's what I wanted to show you, how to do your projects. And of course, go ahead and race ahead. That's why everything's available now. You don't have to wait for anything. If you're ready for something more advanced, do it. Also, there's a ton of extra credit. See, here is 20 points required and 30 points extra. There's 30 points, 40 points extra. There's whole projects like 90 points extra. That's why I can say, if you want to just do hands-on projects, you can ignore everything else. You can get enough points here to make up for everything. And the grading scale is already here. If you go to announcements, let's see, I might have to, there we are. Here's the grading. It'll tell you what's going on there, how much you need to get a grade at the midterm and a final. So all you need is that many points. There's tons of points in projects. You can just do it all there. Or you can do the expected mix of stuff. You do some of the discussions, you do the quizzes, and you do the assignments. Either way is fine. If for some reason you can't do an assignment, or then just go on to the next one. There's a lot of extra ones. And it is very common that the extra credit part is more difficult. So you might find you can do the first part, but the extra credit part is too difficult. That's fine. And also, if you want any help, just connect to my Twitch stream any day, Monday, Wednesday, or Thursday at 7:30. I always try to make sure that the lecture stuff and demos are done by then, and then I just answer questions. So that's where I'm going to go now. So I'm going to stop this recording. That's enough for today.